I'm back. This is ridiculous. I hope it's not all fucked up. Okay, there you are. That was so weird, dude. How annoying. It's been that kind of day today. I don't know what's going on with everything. 2 times Rochelle. Shut up, Tracy. It's not funny. It's because they messed with a stupid thing. That's what. That's why. It's because they messed with it. They did something to it. I don't know what the hell they did to it, but they did something to it. There's been a lot of energy. Thanks, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about the technical difficulties. They always happen. If you guys have been following me for a while, it's not anything new. There's a lot of planets in Aries right now. There's like 7 planets in Aries, so that's probably a lot to do with it. Well, 6 planets in the moon, I think. It's in my 3rd house. You would think my internet life would be going better. It is not. Okay. So we're back in action. All right. Yeah, I got a list right now though, JPat. So just go make the payment and then come back and tell me, and I'll put you on the list. I got 2 people ahead of you. Yeah, they changed things because see, this thing is new. I don't think they had this option for the chat. This color, I don't know. Anyways, they changed like the layout or something. I don't know, but for some reason the chat was not moving, and I was like talking. I was like, where the hell did everybody go? I was talking to myself. I guess. So you can go to the Linktree. So in the description box or over here at the the little QR code up here. Or Tracy's got it in the chat right there. But it's always in the description box. And then so when you get to the Linktree, just scroll down to the payment options at the bottom. There's Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, whatever works. Okay. All right. Shay. Shay. Are you ready for your question? It wouldn't even let me like change that to YouTube before. It's fucking weird. Oh my god, if it does it again, I'm gonna freak out. You guys are still here, right? What the fuck? Okay. Whew. Oh, I got nervous again. Honestly, why are you putting up with it, babe? That's what I just heard in my head, because I would never call you babe. So just because someone's an ex, situationship, friend, whatever, why would you want to be around anybody that gaslights you? It's not innocent. He knows exactly what he's doing. It's his personality. I feel like he's manipulative too. So why would you ever want to put your energy into that situation? When somebody treats you like that, it's time for you to walk away, because guess what? They're only bringing you down. They're bringing your energy down. They're stressing you out. They're bringing your vibration down. So he knows what he's doing. Anybody that gaslights you and is manipulative in that way, obviously they're not innocent. They know how they are. They're meaning to do it. That's part of their personality. Just because somebody's been in our lives doesn't mean we have to continue to put up with their bullshit. Sometimes people act a certain way so that we can realize that we don't need them anymore. Because that's who he is. So it's up to you, but I would never allow anybody like that in my life. Because remember, everything's energy. And so you're taking that energy off of him. It's projecting onto you. It's going to always make you feel like shit when you're around him. So, unfortunately, I would never have a friend that gaslights me all the time and is manipulative in that way. But people usually don't change. That saying, like, a leopard doesn't change their stripes, spots, whatever. Tiger doesn't change its stripes, leopard doesn't change its spots. It's like that. Like, you can't fix him. That's the thing. Does the good outweigh the bad? That's something for you to decide. But, how does he make you feel when you're around him? That probably pisses you off a lot. So sometimes people just are the way that they are. And you have to decide what you want in your life and have boundaries with people. Girl, if someone really cares about you, then they wouldn't be mean to you, period. I mean, people that make mean jokes, he does feel insecure a little bit, but still, like, you treat people as you want to be treated. If he had a good heart, he wouldn't be making mean jokes. He wouldn't make you feel bad. I don't make mean jokes to Tracy. I would never treat her that way. That's not how you treat people you care about and that are your friends. Remember that people they're going to be to you as you allow them to treat you. So you're not putting up boundaries towards him and telling, if you are saying something to him, he's not taking it seriously, and therefore that's disrespectful to you and your friendship. Dude, there's red flags all over the place, girl, but unfortunately you're being blind to them because you want to fix them and you think he can change. But sometimes people just come into our life to teach us lessons. It's called emotional abuse. Just because somebody isn't abusing you physically doesn't mean that they can't emotionally abuse you. And why would you want to be with anybody like that anyways? People show you exactly their true colors and how that they treat you. Actions always speak louder than words, and it seems like he's doing both words and actions to show you everything, girl. You deserve better. You need to learn your worth. Rejection is protection and redirection. No, I mean, that's basically the same thing I'm telling her. That's okay. Listen, when we're in relationships, it's to learn a lesson. So, what did you learn from this lesson? Did you learn that you're not supposed to allow people to treat you this way? Did you learn boundaries? Like, rejection is protection and redirection. It's his loss, anyways. He's not worthy of your energy. You have to cut your losses and move on. Again, he's emotionally abusing you. He's disrespecting you. Like, why would you just want to be with somebody like that? You have to care enough for yourself. Why aren't you loving yourself enough to not put up with the bullshit? That's called what is that? Trauma bonding. Girl, he shows you how much you mean to him every single day. He's not respecting you. He's emotionally abusing you. He's not treating you like he loves you. This is not love. You deserve a lot better. But you have to see that for yourself. I would never do this to Tracy. I wouldn't do this to somebody that wasn't even a good friend of mine. I don't think I would ever do that to anybody, period. You treat others as you want to be treated. Girl, people can walk away from people. You don't have to be stuck with somebody for the rest of your life. Vibe attracts tribe. There's a reason that this is happening. You are trying to be pulled away from him so you can find somebody better. Red flags all over the place, girl. He knows how to manipulate. I've already explained that. He's manipulated you. Look, he's showing you now. You're starting to see his true colors where you didn't before. I think he's always been this way to you, but it's almost like he did love bombing in the beginning. He wasn't showing you his true colors. Now he's showing you the true colors, and you don't want to believe it because you're in this situation. You need to cut the cords and move on, and realize what you deserve. This is not something that you deserve. Rejection is protection and redirection. It's time to cut the cords and move on, girl. People leave our lives all the time. And although it hurts, we eventually get over it. Because why would you ever want to be around somebody that makes you feel this way? There's red flags all over the place that you're just stepping all over. This is like 500 questions, girl. Yeah, I do. I was feeling other female energy around him. That's all I'll say. Again, you deserve better. You have to make that decision, though. I can't make it for you. You have to decide what you deserve. And just because you had a good time or whatever, trauma bonding, love bombing, whatever, he did whatever he had to do to get his hooks in you. And now you feel guilty for wanting to leave and you think you can fix him. You can't do that. So you need to go off and be by yourself and realize that you deserve more and love yourself more. Because it's almost like you don't love yourself enough because you're putting yourself in this situation and like having to have him around to love you. Like no matter how he treats you. That's abuse. It's not love, it's not a good relationship, it's a toxic relationship. And he knows you're not going to go anywhere so he can treat you any way that he wants to. You're asking like 50 questions. Nope, I don't. I get a blonde, but that's all they're showing. All right, girl. Start loving yourself enough to leave this loser behind because that's exactly what the fuck he is. It's okay. You need to learn your lesson though. That's the thing. You need to learn your lesson with this guy. You need to learn the red flags. You need to learn boundaries. That's what this is supposed to teach you. Your vibration needs to be high enough to where you don't attract guys like him anymore. You need to realize, sit down and write yourself good and bad list if that's what you need to see. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would never put up with this shit. Maybe because I've been single for a long time and I got tired of putting up with shit and I was just like, never again. Because I love myself enough to know what I deserve and what I'm willing to put up with and how someone's going to treat me. Period. Someone's going to have to be really fucking special to ever come in my life again. And you should feel the same way. So someone would have to be a fucking king and treat you like the queen that you are to ever come back in your life because that's what you deserve. Right? Women don't deserve to be treated like they're a thing or they're not important or they're not loved. They should feel like a queen every single day. It should be 50-50. It should be give and take. It shouldn't be just give. They take. He's a fucking narcissist. He's a manipulative prick. Sorry, this is just coming out from spirit. So, girl, love yourself enough to say bye-bye. Cut the cords. Run. This, he's just going to keep taking. Of course I'm absolutely right. When am I wrong? No, I'm just kidding. I'm wrong sometimes, but not about this. But you're a beautiful woman. You deserve so much more. It's his loss. It's not yours. It's not your loss at all. You're better off without him. Like, the universe is literally trying to get you to see all these fucking red flags so that you can just say bye-bye, but you're not understanding and seeing what you deserve. That's the thing. It's because you feel like, I don't know if you feel like you owe him, or you can change him, or you can fix him. You can't. He didn't show you his true colors. Now you're starting to see his true colors. So what I need you to do is sit down and write good and bad. You know, what are the good things and what are the bad things? And be honest about it. Don't just like fake it. Really good things and really bad things about who he is and what the relationship is. Okay? And then really read it. And you'll see right there in front of your face. Then you need to cut cords. You know, he's a narcissist. He only cares about himself. He doesn't care about you. He just knows that you'll do anything that he wants you to do. So that's why he keeps you around. Sorry. You deserve better, girl, and you will have better. But first, you've got to love yourself enough to know what you deserve. It's not going to come along until you realize that you don't deserve to be treated this way. Like I said, I would have to have somebody really freaking special. At this point, I only think a robot would probably be good enough. Because, you know, humans make mistakes. And I don't need mistakes anymore. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, though. They would have to treat you like a queen. Like I said, 50-50, give and take. Like, you're not just giving, and he's not taking. Like, it has to be, you know, equal. He should be telling you you're beautiful every day, not being a dick to you. He should be rubbing your feet. He should be going places with you, you know, doing things for you, doing things with you. Like, that's what you want. Why are you just being like okay with the way that this is? You know you're not happy, so get out and do what makes you happy and kick his ass to the curb before he wastes any more of your time. The more time that you waste with him, that's more time that you're taking away from yourself, that you could be improving on, that you could be preparing for the right person. When we're stuck with the wrong person, sometimes we miss that chance for the right person until it comes around again. So, all right, I'm done lecturing. All right, Kelly. He's a narcissist and she's an empath, and that's the problem. Yeah, he almost feels like a sociopath in a way, and I think he's just really good at fooling, like, or pretending. You know how sometimes people wear masks? I talk about this all the time in true crime, right? There's chameleons out there in true crime where they don't look like criminals, they don't act like criminals, they can be very charming. I mean, look at Ted Bundy, right? And they can be a sociopath underneath, and he's starting to show you that. And I think he's got I'm hearing like personality disorder. So, dude, you don't need it. All right? I mean, when they're comparing him to like my true crime chameleons, there's a problem. All right. Is it worth giving my marriage a second chance after 15 years? We have 8-year-old and we have both for each other, but I wanted to try to get through this. Yep. Well, Spirit was bringing the attention to the chameleon archetype. So, girl, okay, listen. Just because you have a child together does not mean you have to be somewhere where you're not happy. If you cannot trust him, trust is the biggest part of a relationship. If you cannot trust someone, there's no need to even try. If you feel like that trust can be built on, if you feel like you guys can really forget the past and start over, if you feel like you can really, really forgive one another, then okay. But if every time you guys get into a fight, they're gonna bring up the past, or you're gonna wonder where he is or what he's doing because you can't trust him because there's cheating in the past or lying in the past or wherever that may be, then you may as well just not even try it. Look, we have soul contracts, okay? Soul contracts end. It doesn't mean if you're together 50 years or 15 years or 5 years or 2 years. When that soul contract is over, it's over and done with. it's time for you to move on, be with yourself, start a new part of your life, whatever. You're no longer in alignment with that soul. You're no longer in alignment with that soul contract. Sometimes people come together just to have a kid. That's why sometimes people don't stay together. They just come together because those genes need to happen. Or a certain part of their life they need to have that kid for, with both parents. Does that mean you have to put up with bullshit and be unhappy for the rest of your life because you have a kid together? No. So, are you in love with him? Is he in love with you? Loving and being in love are two different things. And again, is it something that you can truly work on? Can you truly forget the past? Can you truly start over? Can you truly learn to trust? You can do all of those things with a therapist or whatever. If you guys are planning to go to therapy together, because I think that would be a good idea if you're going to actually give this a try and work on those building blocks of the relationship, because you're going to have to start from the bottom and work from the bottom ground up and build everything over again. But you have to forget the past ever existed, because I guarantee you the first time you get in a fight, the past is going to pop back up. So if you can really do that, then yeah. People have free will. I can't tell you if he can always be trusted, but if you don't know that in your heart, if you can trust him, then that's something that you have to realize, hey, maybe, if I can't trust him, if I can't learn to trust him, there's a reason for that, right? So you have free will in the relationship. That's why I always tell people there's free will. I can give you the guidance and all of that, the possibilities, but you guys have to decide what you're going to do with it, because this is your soul contract. This is not my soul contract, and we don't try to control what you guys decide to do with your lives. So, you have the choice. You're at a crossroads, but you have to make that decision on if you can truly let go of everything and truly move forward, starting from ground zero. Yep, that's why I said a counselor, therapist, whatever. So, that's one thing that you have to really consider. Because sometimes people will be good for a little while and then they revert back to their old ways. So that's something else you have to consider. Do you want to be in this situation a year from now? So if you guys can really truly forgive, forget, start over without bringing up the past and work with a counselor, it's possible to rebuild something, but you have to rebuild it like you just met. That's hard to do for some people. So exactly. Trust is the number one thing in a relationship. Without trust, there is no relationship. You cannot have a relationship without trust. There are things that you can do to build that trust if you're both willing to work on it. This is not supposed to be one-sided. It has to be both sides. If you go to therapy, he has to go to therapy. Like, that's something you guys have to talk about and do together. So I feel like a counselor tonight. A spiritual counselor. All right. So that was your first question. What's your second question? The chat's still working, right? My freaking back is killing me. Okay, there you go. Listen. This is how I feel about it. From my perspective, and from my understanding, like I said, soul contracts end because they end. Sometimes they come back together to finish the lessons, but that doesn't mean, like, if somebody betrays you, they betray you. So did they really love you if they betrayed you? Did they really care and think about your feelings when they betrayed you? So that's the thing, is people can't always fix who they are, right? He might be fixed for a while, but he will more than likely revert back to his old character if he's not willing to, again, go to therapy and do the work, right? So people can, if they're willing to go to therapy, do the work, do the healing, put all of that in. If you're able to actually look at him and not think about that. That's the thing. If every time you look at him you think, he's going to betray me again, he betrayed me, you also have to look at it this way. Him betraying you has nothing to do with you. That's a him problem. That's not a you problem. So I don't want you sitting here saying, oh, this was my fault. This was me. I'm not good enough. Don't say that shit. This is a him problem. So that's all fine and good if you want to put your work into healing and heal, but he has to do it too. And I just don't think he's in 100% to do all the work. I think that there's a lot of stuff about him that he's not going to change and he doesn't want to change. How old is he? Why am I hearing midlife crisis? If he had one, if that's when he betrayed you, or if he's in it now, it's one of the two. You have to think too, you might be happier if you walk away from this and you really live life on your own and you have that freedom, right? It's okay. The kids adjust. All right. They don't need to have both parents. It's better if they have parents apart that can't get along. Sometimes, it's sometimes you want them to see a healthy relationship. If you guys can't have a healthy relationship, then you don't want to have that. Okay, so he is midlife. Yeah. All right, so it's kind of like a midlife crisis sort of thing. So I don't know when he changed and this thing started, right? Um, but I don't really think he sees like he's too much of the problem. He thinks probably that he could just continue to. What the heck was that? Oh, I think Hope's laying on the remote. Weird. I think that he might change for a little bit. But I just feel like he's going to revert back. So you have to kind of decide, would I be happier on my own? Maybe traveling, maybe working on a career, maybe finding something creative to do, maybe going someplace with my kid, taking her, to the zoo, taking her to a park, doing these things with her, just the two of us. Like, that might be something, that might be a different part of your life that's more fulfilling. Like, you might realize, like, you don't need him, right? So same thing with you. Take a list, good, bad of the relationship. You can give it a chance and see if he changes. Like, I'm not going to tell you not to do that. That's, again, your free will. But do I think that, like, it doesn't feel like he's gonna, like, he might be on a path for a minute, but then I feel like he's just gonna stray or go revert back. I don't know, like, again, if it's just the change in the midlife crisis or the testosterone thing. I don't know why that's coming in. But you have to think, can you truly be happy and putting all this work in, and can you truly forget and forgive? Because we can say we forgive somebody, right? But can we truly forgive them and forget, to where we're not looking at them and remembering what they did to us? Pretty hard to do as a human. And again, it's going to be a lot of work. I just think it feels like you could be back here again. Exactly. I would never stay with somebody that cheated on me, period. But that's me. That's me. Anybody that disrespects me in the relationship like that, and I could never look at them the same. I would always think about that girl. Like, I couldn't do it. Nope. No way. But that's me. But that's because I know I deserve better. So sometimes people, they feel like they get comfortable in a relationship and they kind of put up with a lot of different things. Um where I guess I wouldn't. Oh, he does take testosterone. Okay. Interesting. I'm like psychic tonight or something. Um so I don't know if that's part of the problem. I don't know. I don't know what that does to people, honestly. But it is 8:43. My freaking back is hurting. So, girl, you have to decide what you want to do. Like, I can't tell you. I can't tell you the choice to make. I think you'll be back here again. And I honestly feel like you would be happier by yourself. Your kid will be fine. She'll adjust. Kids do it all the time. You don't need to stay together for the kids. You want them to see parents that are happy together anyways. Sometimes people are better apart than they are together. Doesn't matter if you've been together 15 years, 10 years, whatever. Soul contracts end. They just end. And you made the soul contract with him on the other side. And again, relationships are free will. So, do I feel like you could be back here again if you tried it again? Yeah, probably eventually. So, again, if you could really forget and forgive and look at him and not see what he did to you, more power to you, girl. But to me, that's too much disrespect in a relationship. But again, that's me. I couldn't do it. Some people can. But I also know what my worth is. So, I don't know. I just feel like if the situation arose again, he probably would do the same thing eventually. I don't know. Yeah. You can always do a trial separation. I keep feeling like circles, like you would just go back, like you're gonna be back here again for some reason. I don't know why. It's like I just feel like I'm going in circles. So, well, well, that's what I'm saying. But, yeah, well, then he should have had he should have talked to you or whatever. Like, that's not an excuse in my opinion. I don't think cheating is ever an excuse. There's conversations to be had, there's therapy to be had, there's you know he could have broke up with you, he could have separated, could have asked for divorce. You know what I mean? So, yes, you've both made mistakes. Can you guys fix those mistakes? It's possible, but again, you both have to be willing to completely forgive and forget, which is very hard to do, and you both have to put in the work. So, the choice is on you. I would sit down and write down all the good and bad. Again, do a trial separation. See how it goes. I just keep feeling like I'm going in circles again, though, for some reason. They're looping back around. Meaning that you might not be able to get over it. You might be back feeling this way again. I guess is the way that I'm taking it. So, and yeah, and when you're no longer vibing with someone and your vibe kind of changes, like you kind of get mismatched. But yeah, soul contracts end sometimes, and that's just it. You're welcome. I hope it works out for the best thing for you, the best thing for you. Just remember, your happiness is what's important. So wherever you're happy is where you should be. With or without. Okay. Sometimes I feel like a counselor without a license. Jennifer, did I see you here? I don't know what your name is on here. Um, I saw that you made a payment. Oh, heat, go back on. My back is killing me. I just need a robot that can give me a massage. Okay. Second one. How many jobs are you is there two? Is there two jobs? I'm getting the second one, so I don't know if there's two currently or if the second one's gonna come, like the second interview is coming after. But I just hear second one. Okay, but do you have like a second, like I feel like there's like a second job that you're interviewing. So like the second interview you go to for a job, it's like the second job that you're interviewing for. That's the best way I can take it. By the end of April, you'll have a job, I think. They're taking me to like the 28th, like the end of April. I don't know though. My timelines for at least for myself suck. Um but yeah, they're taking me to the end of this month for some reason. But it's like the second, yeah, the second job that you interview for. Or okay. Yeah, so I don't know if it's the second interview or the second job. They just tell me the second. So it could be after the second interview. I feel like it was a second job you were interviewing for. They just said the second. So if you're, it's either going to be the second interview or the second job. Um this is too much. I can't deal with all these different jobs. At least you got all these interviews. You're obviously overly qualified, but again, I feel like you'll be working by the end of April. Like that's a timeline between now and then. Okay. Um, the 17th. When is there anything happening on the 17th? So I'm wondering if, for some reason, I'm taking it as the second job, but I mean, it could be the second interview. It's going to be one of those. Yeah. So like between now and the end of this month, but the 17th is highlighting. They're just giving me a time frame because sometimes it takes a little bit to get started. So that's why they're giving me a time frame. So you're gonna get hired, but then like, do I think what do you mean an increase? So the interview is the 17th. Is it the second job or the second interview? To the second job interview. Okay, that's the one because I think that's it because I heard hired on the spot and I was getting the 17th, so I think it's that one. And yeah, I feel like it'll be an increase. Okay. So whatever one is on the 17th, the fact that it's a second job, and I was hearing second, and I was taking it as second job, not second interview, and the 17th, and then I'm hearing hired on the spot, I think it's going to be that one. I hope it's that one. I hope I'm right. But that's the way I'm taking it from the way that they're giving it to me, because they gave me second job, then they gave me the 17th. Like that's the way that it looks to me with the puzzle pieces that they gave. Um, and I'm hearing like hired on the spot. So that I, you know, um, but I think you might have to go through some stuff before you get hired. That's why they're giving me till the end of April. You obviously will probably start before the end of April, but it's just like, they give me a time frame because sometimes you have to do the paperwork and wait and all that shit. So, all right. EMF is going fucking nuts. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I think it'll be good for your um like I feel like you'll make more money when you quit looking for it. Right now is not the time for love for you. Um this is about career, healing, growth. Sometimes you just have to be okay with being alone. I feel like you're still not there yet to where you're completely okay with not looking, with being alone, with living your own company, with you know, um just you and your kid, all those kind of things. Like learning to just love to do things by yourself and not really need anybody. But I think that this is going to be um like this is a little bit of a lesson for you, right? To continue just being okay by yourself. So remember, I always tell people there's always divine timing with relationships. The universe has to put you guys together. I mean, it has to be the right timing for them, the right timing for you. You've already picked that person on the other side. 2027 highlights as a possibility like middle of the year. So now is about career growth, because I feel like you've always been a career woman, but this job is really going to kind of elevate that career, and it might take up some of your, some more of your time. I just don't think it's the great timing for it. But 2027 more settled, blah blah blah. 2027 is a 2 year too, so I think that's about partnerships. So um you know what I mean? Carrie, what do you mean? Of course I'm okay. What do you mean? Justice, stop. Oh my gosh. Hey, Shelby. So yeah, I'm not seeing a lot on him, but next year looks better for it. 100% single, girl. You gotta be okay with being by yourself, and you know it's that's the whole point of when we're single. It's about self-love, self-growth. um you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to waste your time on the wrong person. You got to wait for the divine timing and the right person. All right, like I said, we pick that person on the other side before we ever come here, and the universe has to put you together, so therefore you have to uh, it has to be the right time for them too. It's not just about your right time. They have to be ready too, and the universe has to make it so that you guys meet. So yeah, nothing between now and then. I mean, unless you want it, it's always free will for you to go and look if you want to. But I just think right now is about, you know, you, self worth, self growth, career, travel, doing things that you need to do like on your own, that, like, sometimes we got to get a taste for that kind of freedom. Um oh, I'm fine. I'm just, tired or whatever. That's the EMF, not the REM pod. It's been doing that all night. Yeah, exactly. So you got to wait for the right one, girl. And to do that, you've got to make sure you get, so even if we don't feel like we have self work to do and everything, we do. I mean, I've been single for 13 years. Could I be single the rest of my life? Sure. Love that. Don't care. I'm to the point, I don't care. If it happens, fine. If it doesn't and I die alone, whatever. That's what I chose. I'm not going out looking for it. Um, I mean, it's what I have for kids for, I guess. I They're easier. Well, I can't say they're easier, but they don't give me the problems that I think a man would. So, until then, get a glitter pickle. Yeah, travel. I think you'll do a little bit of traveling. Oh, the EMF finally quieted down. Oh yeah. That's how you have to be, because when you're looking for it and stuff, like, it doesn't matter, because that person's gonna find whatever's meant for you will not pass you by. If somebody's meant to be with you, they will be with you. If you're meant to find somebody, you will. Like, it's already preordained, it's already destiny, right? I think, like, maybe it's whatever that job is, the one that we talked about. I don't know if it's hybrid or what. Whatever one's on the 17th. Like I said, this you said the second job was on the 17th. I got second job, I got 17th. So, I think it's that one. Yeah. I mean, you know what? It took a while. Like, when I was first single, I was like the same way. I was like, ah, I want to go find blah, 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 blah. Because I felt like I needed it. And then I got to a point where I was just like, I like it like this. Like, I like my freedom. I can do whatever I want. If I don't want to do the dishes, I don't gotta do the dishes. You know? I don't gotta tell the dog to get out of the bed. Like, you know? You're welcome, Patty. Or Jennifer. I don't know why. J Pat. Exactly. So remember that, J Pat. Nothing ever meant for you will pass you by. Even if it's a lesson, even if it's short term, even if it's not going to pass you by, it will always find you, because there is such thing as destiny and, again, soul contracts and all that. So you don't have to go looking for it. Make yourself available, of course, because it's not going to drop on your doorstep. But, I honestly would rather have a robot that I could just kind of plug in and shut off. And in the meantime, if you need the, you know, glitter pickles, Tracy, we need to make our own line of glitter pickles. Yep. Like I said, someone would have to be very, 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 very special to enter into my life. And I don't really care one way or another, because I just am not even sure that person exists. Honestly. I don't think they do. These days, I I think I watch too much true crime. I think I'd worry that one day he'd snap and unalive me. I don't know. But it's all what you get used to. It's all when you get used to being single, that's what you get used to. When you get used to being in a relationship, that's what you get used to. So I don't even think I know how to kiss anymore. But I'll have to practice on my hand if I ever get a boyfriend. We always have to ask the birth date, right, Tracy? Since I dreamed of that birthday. I mean, I meet somebody in my dreams sometimes, the same guy. That's good enough. Astral, whatever. If they don't have the birthday, then, they're not the person that's been in my astrals. I'm cool just to have a relationship in the astrals. Exactly. Yep. I mean, he would have to be like Mr. Perfect at this point. Like I said, a robot. The only thing that's perfect is a robot. And that's probably the only thing that could put up with me, anyways, because I'm not easy to handle. So, I do not like being told what to do. I did get a marriage proposal, though, on the live when I was in Tucson. I just asked them if they had money. Now that, maybe. A millionaire? Maybe. If they're going to kick over soon. Just kidding. Uh, Exactly. Yep. I feel that way too, Mar, but you know, we never know. We never know. That's like I said, I'm cool with whatever. Whatever's meant to be will be. That means I chose it before I ever came here. I was told a long time ago I was going to meet this guy and blah, 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 blah. And that was like 13 years ago. So I'm perfectly okay. I hope that they make one day, maybe I'll be a millionaire. I could buy myself a robot that's like a real person because they know that they have them now. Um, and yeah, my glitter pickle is perfect. Probably works better anyways. Don't have to worry about it unaliving me. But again, if a millionaire crossed my path and he was like 90, maybe. Um, exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Good. And you should not settle for anything less. Like I was telling earlier for Shay, do not settle for anything less. Women are empowering. We do not need men. We could rule the world if we wanted to. Look, we give birth, we go through that time of the month, we raise children, we do all kinds of things like on our own. Like we don't need that. And we've gotten more empowered. And look at all the strong, I mean, there's been queens, there's warriors, like we are fully capable. We are divine feminine. And eventually more women will be in power because obviously the men can't do that shit right. So women have to find their inner strength and quit depending on men. And you should never, ever, ever depend on a man, anyways, because I see so many times women, they have the man pay for everything and then they're not working and then they're unhappy and then they're stuck and they can't go anywhere. You always make sure that you control your own finances and so you do not get stuck. You don't want to make sure you get stuck because you never know if you got to leave tomorrow. You know, you never know what someone's capable of. I learned that a lot from being in the true crime world. Now, been through my own situations where I'm lucky to be alive. Just say that. So, you know, and I had a lot of healing to do too. So, you know, I needed to be alone to do that. My animals keep me busy. Um, yeah, I used to feel alone too. I mean, I can't really feel alone with the animals I have, I guess. They keep me busy between my animals and my work. I don't fucking have time for anything, anyways, you know? So, happiness is what's important. Now, my mom always bitches, you need a guy, blah, I don't want you doing stuff alone, blah, blah, blah. Look, like Tracy said, I'll just go over the border. No, I'm just kidding. She keeps telling me I need a couple guys from over the border to come and do my yard work and stuff. I don't remember that, Shelby, but I'm proud of you for getting it together. Hey, sometimes people take my advice and sometimes they don't. I've had people take my advice on babies too, and then all of a sudden they're pregnant when they were told they couldn't get pregnant. So I'm like a miracle worker or something. Too bad I don't get paid freaking clinical hours, huh? If I got, I mean, I do. I sometimes I do just as well as a therapist. I mean, I really should get paid therapist hours. I wish I could take insurance. Thank you for the extra, Shay. I mean, yeah. I hope that you take my advice. Mm. Mm-hmm. Hippo character spins around in the chair. Too bad I can't say it. It just too bad I can't say it. It just says it. Thank you very much for the super chat. Super chat? Super sticker? Was it super chat or super sticker? I don't remember, Shelby, but I'm proud of you, girl. I'm proud of you. That's all I gotta say. You go, girl. And you will get more empowered as time goes along. I mean, I do everything by myself, unless I take, like, Kai or something. It's only what you get used to, I'm telling you. Oh, my back hurts. Yep, and that's the thing is everybody has their own free will. So, you have to make the choice and decision on yourself and your life and what you're going to do. Like, do you want to stay in the same energy or do you want to grow and evolve and be happy? I know it's easier said than done. I went from 20 people to 12. Well, yep. Yep. Like I said, you realized what you deserved, and then look, you've been single, you're happy, and you've gotten used to it. So it's all in what we get used to for reals. I mean, in the beginning, it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard in the beginning when you're used to being with someone, you're used to being in a relationship, or you're longing for that or whatever. Like it's tough, right? But you get over it, just like anything else, and then you realize, hey, no one's trying to tell me what to do. I don't gotta worry where anybody is. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. I can do this. I can do that. Freedom is kind of good. No one's in my space. No one's in my energy. Right? And then you get used to it. And then you just live with a bunch of animals. A bunch of animals and a glitter pickle. And a robot one day. And that's good. Some people are lucky and they get that. We got into some deep questions tonight so far. Yep. Yep. Who did? Me and you, Tracy? Or you and someone else? Did we have this I don't remember having this conversation. Oh, thank you, Shelby. If only the rest of the internet felt that way. I'm struggling, man. Oh. I'm tired, let me tell you. Every day I fight myself to continue doing this. Because it's not sustaining. It's not. Yeah, I'm usually good at, there was supposed to be a good timeline thing for myself for this month, and it hasn't happened yet, and I'm wondering what the fuck, Spirit. Just like Trump, like, they told me by March, like, what the hell, unless they've given him an artificial heart, or they're keeping him alive with baby blood, I don't know, because I know what my dream said, unless I totally misunderstood that. Hope it's not next March. Anyways, that's maddening. But my own timeline, 9/14, is not working out. Because if my timeline would work out, then I wouldn't be where I'm at. Me and you did, Tracy? I don't remember this conversation. Was I like there for it? Or did you have the conversation when I wasn't there? I just now realized who Connie was. Is that you from which we need to do another I don't know if anybody would do it though. It was only us last time. Our wine and crime. We need to do another wine and crime. That was pretty fun. But I don't know if anybody would do it. We only had like 3 or 4 of us. It means major changes. That is the one number I do know. And again, you can look on Joanne Sacred for the full meaning, but it means major changes. You were there, Shelby? You do it again? Okay. Well, what day should we do it for? Should we do it for... What day should we do it for? Should we give everybody like a week? Like not this Saturday? What about Saturday? You think Saturday is better than Friday? Oh, that was you? I can't put names with faces. I'm sorry. I'm really bad about that. I forget people's names. What was I looking for? A calendar. What? I take methylfolate. I've been taking, actually, it's that time, girl. But I've actually had pretty good energy the last few days, but I'm working. And I just did my quarter of my, not even a quarter. Maybe a quarter of my hallway's done. This side and that side. Cuz and then the whole Eli's room, and I painted the walls and everything. So I was doing that for a couple days, and then I was also working. I went on live on TikTok and stuff. So I've been working. Oh shit, the 17th in 2 days. Shit. Like the 25th is next Saturday. Would Friday or Saturday be better? Oh, we knew you were taking something. Would Friday or Saturday be better? There's the 17th is Friday, the 18th is Saturday. It depends. I don't have anybody on schedule right now, so um and the 24th, 25th, the 1st and 2nd. I don't know. What days are better? Right? Yeah, that's a lot, girl. I don't know, guys. What do you think? My back is killing me. What do you guys think? Is Fridays or Saturdays better for you? I don't know. I still have the half a beer in the fridge from it. It got so hot so fast. It was the first time I drank in like, I don't know, 2 years or something. Saturday, but what Saturday? We should probably give people like a week, right? For anybody else that wants to join. And it's like the 25th. Hey, Waterfall. Hey, all the gang's here tonight. With 12 people. Man, I can't even fill a room anymore, guys. It's really bad. My algorithms on here and TikTok are just ridiculous. It's pretty bad when you got like 6, 8 people. And things are due. So it's just stressful. 9ish is late. Well, that's like what, 6ish, 6 or 7ish here, something. You didn't even drink last time, Tracy. Your idea. Nope. I'm telling you, it's the algorithm. They won't. It doesn't have anything to do with that. I mean, it's freaking nighttime. I've never had a problem with that before. We always used to have people in the nighttime. I can't even fill a chat room anymore. Or a schedule or nothing. It's pretty bad. I wish, Tracy. Don't threaten me with a good time. If the REM pod goes off, would be awesome. Because, let me tell you, the 2 nights that I was cleaning, that I was doing like the floor and stuff, and I had the music going, this REM pod was going for like 15 hours. It's probably why it's not going off tonight. They're all taking a break. I should stay single and happy? Well, who said I wasn't? Well, I can answer them now. That's no problem. I still owe, I think. I gotta look at my list. I think I have like 2 questions left or something for email. Freaking email. Oh, why I did my list. Oh, I only have 2 questions left. Thank God. I had more than that. I always have pretty good pretty pretty good community here. And Neo, where are you going? Here and TikTok. I don't usually have a lot of problems. I think that's Neo, or is that Salem? Maybe that's Salem. Neo hasn't been out here the last couple nights. Oh, referring to yourself? What do you mean? You should stay single and happy? Oh, you've been married too long, but I mean, I'm sure it's like being single, right? I want to do the illuminate thing again, but I need I'd like to have the mask thing that it comes with, because I never can do it when it's dark. Dang it, it's gonna be 5 degrees warmer tomorrow. We don't want that. We like the 70s. Well, yeah. Well, then you tell them, okay, no one's making you talk to me then. Well, just make sure that you have good life insurance on him, though. No, I'm not done. Oh, no, that's for email. I have nobody right now. I was just saying my email questions. I have 2 email questions left. But no, I'm not done for the night, dude. I got bills to pay. This is my second live. Because I was on TikTok earlier. For some reason, I get way ungrounded on TikTok easier. I don't know what it is. I can't last for some reason. Oh, da, 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 da. I can't paint or draw, so we'd be talking about like stick figures and stuff. I haven't done the illuminate in a while because like you can kind of really hallucinate with that. It's really kind of cool, but I haven't been able to do it in the dark. That's why it comes with like a mask thing you can put on that I really need to do it right. But I like it. I haven't done it in a while because I keep falling asleep on the couch. So then when I wake up, it's daytime, and then it doesn't work the same. Why are you nervous about asking? We always give positive answers here, unless I'm giving therapy or lectures. You know. I think you need to get some life insurance on him, dude. That way, if anything happens, we're taken care of. I know I want it, Connie, because I can't do my lemonade properly because I can't keep holding my phone and then it's not dark. I still need it. It's too expensive for me. Maybe one day. I really want it. Oh, I told you about that, huh? Did you start trying it because I told you about it? Did you know that I do the Astro song thing that is like for your birth chart now? I don't know if you saw that. Luminate. Illuminate. It's as long as you're not having seizures. It's an app and it just blinks. It's kind of like it puts you in a meditative state, but also kind of like I can't explain it. It works with your brain waves, but if you have seizures, you can't use it or anything like that. But yeah, I thought it was you I told you about. I love it, but I would rather I'd probably do it a lot more if I had the mask. I guess I haven't done it in a really long time. No, but I can. Well, take it out, and take it out in my name. Yeah, it's on my Linktree. I had mine done. We played it the other night. Twice already in October. For what? What situation? The situation I said my timeline is fucking April's not over yet, but you know. What situation? I don't recognize screen names. Yeah, no, if you have epilepsy or seizures, you can't use it. Yeah, the strobing one. Yeah. What the fuck? Jesus Christ. Hold on. Oh my god, you guys are idiots. Hold on, guys. What did you do? Shut. Hey, Justice, quit that. Hold on, guys. They knocked off well, my cat knocked it off. What the hell did you do? I hope it's not broken. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hope, what the hell, dude? I don't know if I can put it back together. Hold on. Okay, maybe it's not broken. Hope, what the heck? Don't knock things off. I'm right there, I got water over the floor. Dude. On. You know what, Hope? Why? Why, huh? Such a fat cat. good thing it wasn't full. Sorry. My humidifier thing. She knocked over my humidifier and still had water in it, so just saying. Yeah, we're not talking about look, the the thing with the situation is they gave me what they gave me. We'll know by this month. That's all they said. So that's not gonna change. Um No, I mean I don't remember anything from when I was small, so I can't tell you. It all happened when I went through my awakening 13 years ago. Yep, it's like a brain reset. I know, I gotta do it. Paying for it, not using it. No, they knocked over. Thankfully, it still works, Tracy, but I didn't put water in it, so I think that's kind of good. I had some water in it though, but my humidifier, Hope's fat ass knocked it off. Oh, I don't even want to go into the Idaho 4 thing. It's fucking over. Get over it. He did it. That's it. So stupid. Okay. I'll probably post it on the community page, so just pay attention there because I don't remember how to get a hold of people. But if you guys want to do it the 25th, I think it was, not this Saturday, next Saturday, gives people a chance. Not like anybody else is going to show up but us, but that could really help me out right now, too, so. Oh, is that a different situation? I kept thinking it was the other situation. I am so lost. I don't remember. You guys, I don't remember my readings. I don't. So you have to remind me because I don't remember. Like, I talked to so many people I don't even know. Oh, Starlight is insane. So I put Starlight with the rabbit last night. And she was cool for a little bit. And they were getting along, and they were even where, like, the rabbit was chasing her. Very different than when the rabbit was with Panda. And so Rabbit was even chasing her and everything, and they're on this like tunnel bed, and they're going around, and I'm like, okay, well then the rabbit just like you know how they pancake when they get tired, and so he's like chilling, and she walks over, and she smacks him in the butt, like, hey, get up and play. So I had to separate him because that's too. She was too. She was probably wondering. She was probably wondering like why he wouldn't play with her anymore, because everything's on her terms. It's ridiculous. So, yeah, but no, it's ridiculous. They keep trying to find something, and I mean, I'm sorry, but nobody fesses up to 4 unalivings to go spend the rest of their life in jail, in prison. Like, what? If there's anybody to blame it on, he would have blamed it on him. He's a narcissist. People don't understand. I'm a narcissist. They work alone. It's just ridiculous. It's like, get over it already. Let the families move on. Let the spirits move on. It is what it is. Just because you want it to be some freaking conspiracy or whatever, just like same thing with Nancy. They want it to be a big ass conspiracy. Yeah, no Hope's fat ass knocked it. I'm glad I could put it back together. I was worried it broke. Oh, Constance already paid for the wine and one. Is that? Did she already leave? Do you want to do it on the 25th, Constance? Is that okay for you? Since you already paid, I'll let you pick the date. Did she leave already? Yeah, they want like some big conspiracy, you know. It's like Nancy now. I don't know if you guys seen the guy coming out and everybody's believing him. And I'm like, then they come and they comment, and I'm like, has my readings ever said that? My readings have said the same thing the whole time. The cards say the same thing. I don't pick the cards. The astrology is saying the same thing. The EVPs are saying the same thing. Like, um, it was just I had to separate. Like, she got too she did good for a little while, but then she just got too stimulated. But it was better than I thought. I thought she was gonna really try to attack him and stuff because she has a higher prey drive. But no, I don't think she knew what he was. So all my other cats were just like, okay, a rabbit, doot doot doot. So she's very different. Okay, my stomach hurts all of a sudden. I think you paid PayPal, Mar. I think because you live in a different country or something, so it would be PayPal. That's the only way you could do it that way. I guess Constance already left. I was gonna ask her if she wanted to do That's fine. She could. I was gonna let her pick the day because she already paid for her wine and crime. So. Oh, it's super fucking dumb, dude. I still get people come on and they'll try to pick apart the readings and like because Hannah was mentioned in Ethan's. Like I've explained that a million freaking times. People were talking about her in the chat. It's around the case. Like I've already explained that. That's why I don't do live readings anymore, live chat readings, because people can't not talk about things. What is going now? My TV's on. I bet you anything. Hope turned on the TV. Why is it not? There's no sound now. What did you do? I've been watching that show. Bull. Have you guys seen it? Bull. He's like a juror scientist, so it's like a legal thing. It's kind of cool. For 223, it's scrolling across the bottom, girl. $10. Sherry left. Do you? I didn't know if you watched it. I thought I was like the only one. Yay! I know I do too. I like it too. I kind of like. I didn't expect to. Now I'm like all into it. Hope is my calico. My fat calico. Okay, so are you wanting? Are you still wanting just 2 questions? All right, first question. And I don't remember anything that we talked about because I don't remember. I talked to a lot of people. I don't remember. I mean, so, in the past, I've talked to a lot of people, not recently. Okay, if you want to, I gotta. I'm trying to figure out a day. I asked, would you like the 25th work? I asked Constance if she was the first. I told her to pick a date, but we could just make it next Saturday. That might work. What are you talking about? I've been doing psychic readings. You think I'm just sitting here for my health? The things that I give you is intuitive. Just because it sounds like I'm talking, they're psychic readings. I'm not giving the information from me. I don't know. I'm like on season 3, so I don't know. Exactly. Oh, are you doing your Shelby? Are you doing your questions through email? Okay, that's fine. You can do talk to text. Shelby, are you doing your questions through email then? Yeah, no, we're not gonna do it that far out. I was just thinking we'd give everybody a week because they've already paid, so I don't want to make it go too far. I just wasn't sure if the 25th was okay. May 9th is it? That's like Mother's Day weekend, anyways. May not. I think May 9th is a bit of ways, anyways. Oh, Deborah, you're signed up. You guys are all signing up tonight. Oh, awesome. You didn't have to. Thank you. I think you're okay. Yep, I got you. That's why I said, is the 25th work for you? What's up, Roscoe? I was just thinking we give everybody a week to sign up since you guys already paid. I don't know if that's Roscoe. I can't see. I can't see, dude. I can't see. Okay. You will what? You don't need to worry about it, Tracy. Okay, wait a second. Hold on. My brain is like whirling right now. Hold on. The file frequency of my 3 grandsons' court is June 3rd, 1st. There is also what is a water mirror? I don't know what that is. For the oldest, where the judge will speak to him in private about my daughter's husband mistreating him. So possibly something may happen. So what's the question? Like, what are you asking? My eyes just started hurting. I don't know where Ezekiel is tonight. What's going on? I don't understand. Oh, over at their house. Sorry. What the heck? Can you guys hear me? I don't know if that thing was blue before. Um. Oh, okay. Yeah. Like the timeline isn't going to change. I mean, timelines can shift, right? But because people have free will. But yeah. I think that when it comes to, I just think something's going to happen before the June thing. Um. I would just keep in contact. Are you able to talk to them? My eyes just started freaking burning for some reason. Oh, so weird. They were fine a second ago. Oh, your daughter's husband hasn't been around as of late. Um, well, he probably hasn't been around because he knows what's coming. So, um, I don't. Does he have like a substance abuse problem? Well, can your attorneys check on him? Like, I don't know, in the next couple weeks or whatever. The 28th is sticking out to me, but I don't know if it's for April. I will just hang on to that date. Um, yes to the substance abuse issues. Is that what you're saying yes to? Okay, I thought so. That's what I was kind of feeling like why like he was kind of like the way he is. Um okay, that makes complete sense cuz I was kind of getting that feeling and that's why he's kind of mean. Um I mean, why can't you just take that into court and file? Okay, that's interesting. Um, why can't you take the PI's findings and turn that in for ex parte hearing? Because that would put them in danger. Because there's a reason that I was picking up the substance abuse. eat plastic, you guys. Yep. Okay. Yeah, because I'm thinking that could be what I was getting. All right. Yeah. Because as long as you have proof, like what you can do is ask them to do a drug test. So what you could do, I know because my ex did this to me, and of course everything came back clean because he's just an a hole. But basically, you file an ex parte and you ask them to do a drug test. They don't know that they're having one when they come to the ex parte. So, um, your lawyer should know that. But I'm kind of getting that reference. So, you know, pretty sure you can have that done. So that might be what I was getting about April, that something was going to happen where you could file it, because I think this qualifies for that. And usually what they'll do is they'll call them in and then they'll make them do a drug test. Like right there. Like they have to go and do it like right then. It doesn't matter. Um yeah, but when was that? Was it after or before? How could you pass a hair test though? Was it after or before you caught him going wherever he was going? I didn't know they had shampoo for that. So that's the thing. If you have them do like a pee test or a blood test, and that's what they'll have him do. It won't be the hair test. It'll be one of those, and he won't know about it. They'll just call him into ex parte hearing, and then the judge will order it right there. So I didn't even know they had shampoo for that. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, because I'm kind of getting that reference, so that could be what we were talking about. Okay, girl. Just give me a second. Huh. I never even knew about that. Well, I learned something new. I didn't know they had a shampoo for that because I was wondering how he could pass it. Learn something new every day. Cool. Yeah, so if they do a blood test or a pee test and he doesn't know he's getting it, then there's no way he might just not show up, and then in that instance, that says everything too. So you could probably win either way on this, and this might be why we were getting April. So and there is something with the 28th, so maybe before the 28th. So if you have court the 24th, something may take place. I don't know what it would be, and I'm not getting what, but that's it's just they're highlighting that. Yep. But that's the thing with ex parte hearings. Um, I don't even know if it'll say like they don't give them like a way to prepare. You know what I mean? So, because my ex did that to me and did no good, obviously. But he was tripping. So yeah, I think something still could happen this month. Like we're mid-April. there's a reason that came in and you're doing all that. So yeah, I think we're on track. That could be what it was. Unless he comes in and does something else crazy. But if he's staying away, it's because he knows that court's coming. So what's C and M? I don't even know what that is. You might know if you'll be able to get ex parte by Friday, by the 17th, because they're getting the 17th for you too. Just those 2 days are highlighting. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. Meh, meh. Oh, meh. I gotcha. Yeah, it took me a minute. Or the M. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I got it. It took me a minute. Sorry. I was like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never heard of that. I thought that they would do like a pee test or a blood test, honestly. I've never heard of that. No, I got it now. I got it now. I feel like I said I'm freaking falling asleep over here. my brain, my brain was not clicking. I got it now. I know. I got it. I got it. It just took me a minute. What? I hope you're recording these conversations, girl. You need to record these conversations and turn it in. Your lawyer needs to turn that in with the stuff from your PI so they could ask for an ex parte. That should be enough. Make sure that you record conversations like that, okay? Okay, good. Yeah, and so your lawyer knows about that too, right? Your lawyer knows about that and the PI stuff. So yeah, he could take all that to a judge, and the judge would do ex parte. Because if I mean, I was in a different state, but if my ex got ex parte, trust me, shouldn't be hard to get one for this at all. Because I wasn't even doing anything; he was just trying. Watch out, man. Okay. Oh. Yeah, so I don't think you'll have a hard time. I don't think you'll have a hard time getting that. Wow. Yeah. I mean, like I said, at least enough to get him in and get him tested. Yeah. And even if he doesn't show up to court, then he'll be in trouble. So, yep, it'll be something to do something. That's what I'm saying. It'll be enough for an ex parte. At least bring him in for testing. You know what I mean? So this could be on track with what we were talking about, for sure. I would have her tested too, though, because I think maybe, unfortunately, they're both doing it, or she's doing something. I don't think she's, completely sober. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You can have them both tested, I think. So, and I think your contempt case that case will go in your favor anyways. There's that 28th like highlights. So, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. So we could be on. It feels like we're probably on track. This could probably be what it was. Yeah. Yeah. I know, but um, sometimes the court will make like her get like help so that she could try to get her kid. You know what I mean? Like so she could be around her kids and stuff. So that might be a good thing. You know what I mean? Hey. Oh, sorry, it happens. It happens. So that was what was your other question? I was so it might be a kind of a good thing in the end, because it would be nice if yeah, I mean she has to want to so they could send her and stuff, but the thing with addicts is they have to want it, right? But if it can make her get if something can happen to where they're away from each other, that will help. And I'm concerned about an OD for the dude, but just something to keep in mind. He's mixing, or he might get a whole. I don't know. I'm getting that kind of like warning. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean that's not going to change. I don't think it'll, unless there was a miracle to where they're clean and great parents and stuff, that's not happening. So I don't think that's not going to change from the original reading. I don't know. It's just a warning for one. Like I don't want to predict that kind of stuff. It's just a warning about one. So he better have Narcan on himself. I thought I blocked this girl. That butterfly lady's back. Yeah. Like I said, I think he's mixing. So if he's not getting Narcan, then yeah. Yeah. I think so. And nowadays they put Finn in everything. So that's always a you know. But like I said, they mix Finn in things and then they don't tell him. Or if it's like someone I know, they don't care. So I like to know how some people can do what they do and still be around. I mean, it's crazy because I've done readings for people where like their sons or daughters or whatever had just like one time done something and it was, laced. And October was a fudged up month, girl. So yeah, that all right there is your lower chakras. So I would suggest you trying to work on clearing that. That all has to do with what you're going through right now. So all that's like emotions and everything in that area. So make sure that you're like clearing those lower chakras, especially because that has a lot to do with the situation you're in right now. You're welcome. Yeah, sounds like it, girl. I'm sorry, but pretty soon, I feel like you'll have the kids and it'll be better. It's just gonna be hard. You're still gonna obviously worry about your daughter, but you know, yeah. Like I said, that's almost over. But and then you'll have your kids and they'll be safe. But the only thing I worry about is your daughter. And you just put protection and love around her as much as you can. Yeah, it's not gonna do her any good, though. So, all right. Did we answer all the questions? Right? These attorneys are not fucking cheap. So unless you got the moolah. Yeah. So like again, you can put healing, green, pink, love around her. Just like imagine the colors around her. I mean, that's all you can do because unfortunately our kids make their own lessons and choices and things and you know, you just gotta kinda focus on what you can focus on the best you can. It's hard because she's your daughter. But who did I have next? Mar, huh? Yeah. Well, good luck getting a lawyer then. They will not take family attorneys without Like, I looked into that when I was needing one. I ended up doing that shit myself. I was my own lawyer, and I still won because there was nothing to not win about. Oh shit! What did I knock down? All right. Okay. So Mar, you're next, girl. Where did you 2 questions? Back is killing me. Well, she ain't gonna win anyway, so. Calling Mar, calling Mar. Mar, please step up. Please step up. Please step up. That's probably gonna be it for me, man. I don't know if I can handle anymore. Okay, girl, what's your question? Yeah, I know. Let's ask her, what is your question? What is your question? Question. Do, 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 do. Her daughter has been in the house 1 year. I mean, honestly, kind of like all you can do is offer, like offer. She needs to go to therapy. Now they have like hypnosis therapy and things like that. Like, she needs to go to therapy. If she can't leave the house, they have Better Health. I think it is therapy that you can pay per session. Of course, she has to want to get better. I've been there, not as probably as bad, but it does. It is a healing journey, and it does take a while. But she, yeah. So I mean, the best thing for that is therapy. Honestly, it's because she has PTSD, and you can't really get rid of PTSD without some kind of help, some kind of therapy. Um, medication I think would be helpful. She doesn't have to be on it forever. Um, antidepressant or whatever. But they do have medications and treatments now for PTSD. So that's something that you know, that she has to do, because uh, some people can get through it on their own and some people can't, depending on the situation and how bad it was and stuff. Like, I mean, I needed a little bit of help. So, we all need that kind of help, and that's really the only way she's going to do, because she does have PTSD from it. And it feels like severe PTSD and trauma. And, you know, um you can't heal that without some help sometimes. Yeah, so they have so many different, like, she doesn't have to be on the medication forever, but it does help. So, um, you know, they have all different kinds of things that she can do now. They have hypnotherapy and everything for it. They have different kinds of therapies for it. And at first, if she can do it at home. They have it online and at home now. Well, I mean, you can only help someone that wants to help themselves, unfortunately. You know, and if it's so bad to go to the hospital, I think the laws are different. Um, she has to be in a certain state in order for that to, or for her to be hospitalized. So that's the thing. Um, she has to want it herself, love. You can't make somebody get help. And that's the only way she's going to get better. She has to decide if she wants to be stuck in this state or not. You know? And they have to fit certain criteria before you could put them in the hospital. Well, they do that stuff at home now. Like, they have like the Better Health and like online therapy things. I don't know if they have them in your area, but they should. So, unfortunately, everybody has their own path and everything, and you can only do what you can do, right? If someone doesn't want help, then you can't like force them to get help. It's no different than like an addict. They're not going to succeed in getting clean and going to rehab if they don't want it. But she has to, I mean, like Tracy's saying, maybe research and show her like not all doctors are the same, not all doctors are bad. Like, she has to realize that sometimes we need them. Because I feel like hypnosis or something like that might be helpful. You know what I mean? Like, they have that now for PTSD. They have different treatments for PTSD, which is what she needs. PTSD, and I feel like, extreme depression. So these types of things you have to have help for. Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. If she went through those horrible things, the only way she's gonna get through it is if she gets help with it. Like, and she has to want the help. Like, you can't force somebody to heal. Do you know what I mean? Like, she has to want that for herself. And that's part of, if she loves her kids, then she'll get the help she needs, because she cannot be the mother with the issues that she's having without getting some kind of help. Do you know what I mean? Well, I mean, she can show her that doctors are fine. Um, she can let her read about the doctors, and let her pick it out. Sometimes they have videos or whatnot. Um, you know what I mean? So sometimes people, you can look at doctors and look at their reviews and things like that. Look, if she doesn't like it after the first trial, then she can find somebody else, but she has to at least try it. She can research everything. Like, if they give her medication, she can research it and all that. I don't know how things are over there with CBD, but that's an option. Some people do microdosing now. I don't know what your guys' laws are over there, if there's anything like that, for like severe depression and stuff. So, but she has to want to get help. It can't be forced on her. And she's not going to get better if she doesn't get help. Exactly. And you can go to, like, you can try them out, you can talk to them, you can research them, you can look at reviews and things like that. Have her just look at some, have her pick it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, unfortunately, it's fucked with her brain, and until she gets on some, medication, I'm not like a pill pusher, a popper, whatever. I don't, but I do think they can be helpful. That's why they exist. You know, I'm all about natural remedies if possible, but sometimes the chemical imbalances and things that happen and the rewiring of the brain, like, sometimes it's necessary, to have medication, to have antidepressants and things like that. And there's different kinds, and she can always research everything before, but exactly. So, I mean, they have binaural beats and things like that, like, she can play, but at the same time, if she's blocked off to it and she's not open to, like, healing modalities, then it's not gonna work. Because, like, Reiki would work on her. Sound therapy would help. Like, there's different things that energetic healers can do if she's into that. But I still, unfortunately, think she needs, like, therapy and medication. Microdosing would be good, but you have to know what you're doing. I don't know if that's legal where you're at or whatever. So, well, yeah, that's part of the PTSD and the changes in her brain because of what she went through. So it's severe PTSD. And when you go through something like that, when you go through traumatic experience like that, it literally changes your brain. You know. But, you can offer, hey, why don't you check out this, from home doctor. I don't know if they have that where you're at. Why don't you check out this practitioner? Why don't you check out this, um, you know, there's YouTube videos and things like that. Like, maybe also if she understood what she went through and that she's not alone, a support group would be great. And she doesn't like anybody, it's gonna be hard to have a support group. So all the things that she needs to move forward, if she's so scared of it, she's just gonna be stuck. Like, she has to have the free will to do it. Like, you can't, it's not like you can make somebody do it. You can't make an addict get clean, you can't make somebody with mental health get help. They have to want it. And hopefully one day that she'll look at her kids and she'll say, hey, I want to be a better mom, and I'm doing it for them. And hopefully maybe somebody should put it to her like that. So that's why I said, sometimes in situations, medication helps. Like, it helped me, and I'm not on it anymore, but I needed it for a period of time, you know, and that's okay if it helps you get through the day. That's why they have them, you know. I know somebody out here. Actually, I need to text them. It's been quite a while. Um, that microdoses. He was like an alcoholic. He his brother unalived himself, and he became an alcoholic and everything. And he started looking at his family like, what am I doing to my family? So he started microdosing because he was doing it. He was drinking because he was, um, trying to numb the pain and the depression and stuff. So instead of drinking, he started microdosing. Now he doesn't drink anymore, and it helps with his depression and stuff. Um, and I don't look at it as changing one addiction to another in this instance, because he can live a happier, healthier life, and it's helping him deal with his feelings, and he's a better husband and, person now, because he's not drinking alcohol. I think is one of the worst things, sometimes for people. So, it can bring out aggression and whatnot, where this is more like it just chills you out. So, that's like I said, maybe if somebody mentions her kids, maybe her kid will say something to her one day, and it will make her kind of realize. But she has to come to that in her own time, in her own terms. But she's missing a lot of beautiful times with her children. And again, maybe someone needs to bring that to her attention. Maybe her kids will one day. I think one of them will say something to her, and then, she'll try to reach for help. So eventually, it's just going to take time, and that's her free will. So I think there's a possibility of it. I don't know if it's set in stone, because she has to still, go in that direction. Um, so that's how it feels like. It feels like one of her kids comes to her, says something, maybe it makes her really think, and maybe she starts trying different things. But again, it's gonna take a while, and there's a reference to like 5 years, so I don't know if it's like it's gonna take 5 years or it'll happen in 5 years. I don't know. It's just something getting 5 years to hang on to. So friggin' tired. It is. I know. I've been there, but that's part of the soul contracts and the lessons that we choose. And there's a lot of women with these situations that pull out of it. But probably I wasn't in that bad, but it wasn't good. And look where I am. So it can happen, but you have to have the strength the inner strength. You know, you can't just give up. You have to want to be better and do better and feel better and heal from it all and keep going. Some people are just stronger than others in that. Well, yeah, I mean, but they're gonna have to come to it on their own, too, Um, like they have to want to talk to her, and they have to feel that it has to be from, their heart as well. Yep. And that's the thing too, is like emotional abuse is just as bad as physical abuse a lot of the time. Um I don't know if my book would help her. I don't know why that's coming in. You think she would be interested in reading my book? It might help. Um it's helped others. You can go to, it's on the Linktree, and go to the Amazon and read the reviews and see, maybe that's why I wrote it, was to help people like her. So I don't know why that's coming. I didn't even think about that. I never usually like remind people that I have it. Um it's like $11. They have the paperback and the other one. Since you're out of country, you might have to do the audiobook, but I don't know, maybe she would be open to read it. I don't know if she reads. They I don't know. Um So it's a thought, because like again, that's the whole reason I wrote it, was to help people in the same situation that I was in, from a spiritual perspective, and understanding it from that perspective. I don't know if it would help or not. Sometimes when people see that they're not alone and that others have been through the same type of thing, you know, and they look at it from a different perspective, sometimes it can. Um, you know. So I don't know. Um, yeah, I don't know if they will send it to you. I don't know if you guys get Amazon out there, so you just have to see. It's in my link tree. It's R&R Love, a twin flame story, but it's on Amazon. So you should be able to find it in the link tree. But I don't know. I mean, some people it helps from what I understand. It's got 5 stars. So go read the reviews and then tell me if you think. Um I don't know if I'm always right. It just kind of popped in my mind, and it's just weird because I don't usually tell people to read it. Like it's just like there, and I don't really market it at all like I should, but I don't. Um so, you know, it's on my link tree. You just scroll the link tree. I'll put it right here though. But it's about it's about my path, and I went through something very similar, but I took the spiritual lessons from it, and obviously mine isn't alive anymore. Yeah. Um, you know, mine's different because he's not alive anymore, but I took it as like I soul contracts and learning why, you know, we go through certain experiences and things like that. So yeah, it kind of just popped in my head and I didn't even think about it. So maybe there will be something in there that will be helpful. I can hope, you know? You're welcome. All right, guys. I think I'm done for tonight. Oh, I think I'm too tired. I gotta go let certain dogs in, and I gotta. I don't even. I probably won't even make it to my damn bed again. So, because I always say, "Oh, I'm just gonna lay on the couch," and I wake up at 6, and I'm like, "Crap." So I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if it'll help. I'm hoping it will help her. That was the whole reason I wrote it. But it just depends on like what. I don't know. It's worth a try. You know, it's worth a try. Um. Everybody that's read it has loved it. It's helped them. So, you know. Um. Yeah. Stop, Justice. Justice. Stop. Hold on. Justice. Stop it. Where's my... I forgot. I thought I answered 2 questions. Hold on. My second daughter. Is that the one we talked about already, or is it a different one? Yeah, right? I didn't get my video I wanted to get done today. I just freaking can't. A different one. Okay. We go through multiple spiritual awakenings in our life, and it feels like, yeah. I also kind of feel like it's just a little bit of turbulence. And they're referencing like her astrology chart, so it would be interesting to see what, like, there's absence of now where the transits are. Because it could explain like kind of what she's going through. But yeah, it feels like just awakenings are just like big lessons that change us, right? That teach us new things, and that's basically what she's going through. Good night, Lucy. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Okay, Angel. So yeah, and it's gonna go on for a while. What's important is that she learns, from it. Oh yeah, you might take something out of it because yours is kind of similar too. Because I was dealing with, my husband was an addict as well. So, and that was my soul contract with him, and so I mean, I still to this day struggle with certain things with it. So, I can understand how people take a while to heal. I think we're always healing from it. I guess we're always healing from trauma in some way. But yeah, so I think that I mean, she's just got making sure that she's learning from it, because if she's learning from it, then that's part of the awakening, and she'll evolve from it. Sometimes we just go through. How old is she? Ellie, next time, Shay, I better hear that you are moved on, girl, next time we talk. Yeah, well, the thing is apparently this like year astrologically is like a great, like they're calling it like the Great Reset, because there's planets that are changing signs, and they haven't done that, and like Pluto and Aquarius, and I think Uranus and Gemini, like that hasn't happened in a really long time, right? So yeah, so she's about that age where we go through kind of like another like life cycle with our astrology. I think it's like late 40s, early 50s, or something like that. There's a new I haven't checked it out yet. I just saw it. It's called I know they had like a free trial. It was what is it called? Star Path. And I think you can like pull up like your birth chart and stuff. So it might be interesting because I'm pretty sure they'll tell you what transits are and all of that. So it'll be interesting to see what her transits are, because, like I said, at certain times in our lives, we go through certain transits that teach us more things. That is kind of like part of the awakening. Like, it all runs together. Like, our blueprints and our soul, our blueprints and our astrology kind of like run hand in hand, because we're born at a certain time, certain day, snapshot of the cosmos, right? And it goes along with our lessons, awakenings, things like that, and different points in our life, just kind of like our Saturn returns, right? Um so yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like she's kind of evolving. And again, this is this is the great reset. Like, more people are going to come into spirituality this year. More people are waking up. That's just what's happening. um Go, girl. You're You need to do more than work on it. Don't make me come and kick your booty. So, I mean, it may not be the same beliefs as you or whatever, but yeah, the good thing is that she's opening up to it. And sometimes we have to go through changes to where we end up, opening up to spirituality in a different way. Like, sometimes people have the same beliefs their whole lives, and then they just end up totally switching at some point. But that's kind of what it feels like. But yeah, this year I call it like the Pluto and Aquarius and everything. Like, that's part of like the Great Reset. And so then people like evolving and coming into spiritual, that's the timeline that we're in, supposedly. That's okay. Like, that's hermit mode. Um, we all go through hermit mode, especially when we're, as long as she's okay, you know. Um, again, send pink around her. But I think she'll be different when she comes out on the other side of this. Like, in a good way, you know what I mean? Like, you might hear from her more. So, as long as she learns from it. Sometimes awakenings can go awry, depending on if you don't learn your lessons from it. Yep, it's called Hermit, just like the Hermit card. Look, I never used to be like such a isolated person, but once I tapped into my gifts and I started this path and everything, I became a hermit. I don't like people. I could not live in the city if I wanted to. I have to be away from everybody. Like, I don't like neighbors. Like, this is just how I am. Um, you know. So that's part of it. We change our energy changes, our energy shifts, so then we start, you know, liking different things. Some people go from extrovert to introvert. So yeah, introspection has a lot to do with it. I feel like I'm just high and rambling now. Apparently, that's what it feels like. So, all right, girl. And send her a card or write her a letter. Just let her know you're thinking of her. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Just want to let you know I love you and I'm thinking of you. Sometimes that makes a huge difference. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I was wondering if it was a different one, because it kind of felt like the same thing was going on. So I was wondering about that. Oops. But again, her lessons, her soul contracts. Unfortunately, sometimes we pick crappy people for that. As long as she learns from it, then she'll outgrow him, you know. But she has to understand that she deserves better too. Like somebody else in the chat we know. Hey, Charla. You came just in time for me to get off. I can't. Barely awake. Yeah, Samara's very sweet. That's what I'm saying. I thought we did a reading, but it must have been. They're just very similar. Her daughters. Very similar. I feel like they take more on the dad side, kind of in that way. I don't know. I don't know if that sounds right or not. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, guys. Seriously. She is. She's still here. Yep. You're seeing a theme. And that's because you're supposed to learn tonight. So, you know. Yeah. This is why I stay single. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad, girl. That means a lot. Alright, so I think we're good for tonight. I'll probably be back before you know it. Thanks, guys, for the support and hanging out. Yeah. Her SNL. I mean, we've been saying that, Charla. EVP's only said his name, 10 times now? Yep. So, it's not a surprise. Imagine that. You're welcome. If you need anything, you know where I'm at. Alright. So, yep. I'm gonna have to come back on here because, shit. That vet payment's coming up. Crap. Oh, my life. Finally catching up. Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of people said that it was him to begin with. So, and then they kind of faded away because he was allegedly cleared. And yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably be back. Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry you missed me too. But don't worry. There'll be plenty more times because that's where we're at right now. All right. Yeah. As you guys can see, I'm a little. So I better go. I need to lay down. I'm gonna probably fall asleep till freaking 6 again. I ain't trying to do all that, but anyways, I ain't gonna be able to go take the rabbit in with Starlight right now. I can't. I can't even move. I gotta go heat up my heating thing. Alright, guys, I will see you